Hi, it's Mr. Gallant here, and I'm going to talk about how to do some work on Microsoft Publisher. And this is the last activity for grade 8s for term 2, and let's get you started. So first, because Publisher is not on the desktop, you have to go to your Start menu, and you're just going to hit PUB, starting to spell Publisher. You'll see it come up, okay? And you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff here. If you want to start with a blank publication, which you do for the third thing. For the first two, you're going to use these templates, okay? And you'll see all these templates. If you're not familiar with the word template, what they are is a sort of pre-set up document, and you just have to make minor changes to be able to create and publish. Okay, so everything from a birthday card to a business card to a brochure, newsletter, menus, etc. Okay, and the first one we're going to work with on this activity is a greeting card. So I suggest you have your instructions on Classroom close by, and let me show you the basics here. So you click on greeting cards, and you're going to see a whole bunch of different types: birthday, holiday, occasion, etc. And we're just going to choose, and you can choose whichever one you want. I'm going to just use an example for this one here, the birthday card. Now your first activity that you're going to do as practice is to make a birthday card and to personalize the card. Here's the front of the card. This would be the middle of the card if you opened it up, and this is the back of the card. What you're going to do is make some minor changes to personalize this card. For example, here's a picture that it comes with this template. You may change the picture, and you can either use one that's here or bring one in from the web. Let's pretend we like penguins. Then you might like to change the text. Let's make it to me. And there you're starting to personalize this card. So you can make one for someone whose birthday is actually coming up, or you can just make one for yourself, pretending, okay? And then the inside, again, I could change that picture. I change this text. And lastly, I'll say, made especially for you by, or whoever you are, you put your name there. Okay, so that's basically the first practice. Let's learn the very basic things. And now Microsoft Publisher, of course made by Microsoft, and if you're familiar with Word or even Google Docs, has many of the same features that are used. All right, so that's your first one. And before I get off this document, you can see a lot of the familiar icons up here: shapes, insert a table, picture, and so on. Now this one here, text box, is important because text box is the main way that you add text, okay? And it's in a box style because you can decide the shape of how the text will appear, and you can move it around in and around your document. All right, so when you finish your first birthday card, you could either save it to send in later, or you'll show me if I'm available. All right, and I'll check you off. Now once you do that first one, you're going to go to your second one, File, New. Now the second one is your choice. So no greeting card, but the next one you're going to choose something different. I suggest doing a single page document, like a business card or a word certificate, a flyer, etc., a sign. Okay, the ones like menu or calendar, brochure, there's several page documents. Just do the single ones. Let's pretend you do a word certificate. Here we go. I'm just going to pick the first one. Maybe I'll choose this one here. I double click and I get this document. All right. Now when you look at your instructions, I'm asking you to do things like insert a picture. So here's insert a picture. I ask you to insert shapes. That's right here. So different shapes. So if you haven't seen shapes before, sort of that thing. I ask you to tilt a picture and to rotate a picture. So there's tilting, just grabbing that little green thing. And that works with any picture that's there either already, etc. I ask you to add text boxes. So here's a text box. And I ask you to create a border around a text box. You can see some text box tools here and drawing tools. If I click on this drawing tool, I could make that box more pronounced. I could use different colors, etc. I can also fill that text box with different colors. And I can even put text in it. If I want to change the outline, here's the shape outline. I can do all kinds of stuff from a really thick line to special dashes. If I choose more lines down here, I can even choose some fancy ones. So go down here and check out border art and look at these real fancy ones I can choose from here. Now teachers like apples. Let's put some apples around it. Here we go. Put some apples around the text box. Put some over here. Okay, and so again, you can see a lot of your tasks are at the top. I ask you to do word art. There's word art. Okay, text box, and so on. Hyperlink. And then you can see by using your top menu how you can get a lot of these things accomplished. Okay, and of course using the help function, asking for help, etc. So that's it for now. Thank you.